Personal budget hacks that built my emergency fund and Amazon tool. The day I got the "We need to talk" email from HR, my hands were shaking so badly I could barely open it. I had no emergency fund, no backup plan, and no idea that this terrifying moment would teach me the most powerful budgeting hack I've ever discovered. This can be the most interesting story ever. Stay till the end and hit that subscribe button to get more awesome stories every morning like these. Let me take you back to March 2022. I was sitting at my desk doing what I thought was managing my money, which really meant checking my bank account, hoping there was enough to cover my bills, and crossing my fingers that nothing would break. I had a decent job. I wasn't living extravagantly, but somehow every month I'd end up with maybe a few $100s left over, which would mysteriously disappear before the next paycheck. Sound familiar? Then came that meeting with HR. Problem number 1. Living paycheck to paycheck without realizing it. My manager sat me down and explained that the company was restructuring. My position was safe for now, but they couldn't make any promises beyond the next quarter. That night, I went home and did something I'd been avoiding. I calculated how long I could survive without my paycheck. The answer? 3 weeks, maybe 4, if I stopped eating out completely. I'd been making decent money for years, and I had nothing to show for it. No emergency fund, no safety net. Just a constant cycle of money coming in and money going out, with zero control over where it actually went. The problem wasn't that I didn't earn enough. It was that I had no system. I was practicing what I call hope-based budgeting, where you hope everything works out at the end of the month. Problem number 2. Traditional budgeting never stuck. Okay, so I did what everyone does. I downloaded a budgeting app. Actually, I downloaded 5 budgeting apps. I set up categories: groceries, entertainment, transportation, the works. I even color-coded them because apparently I thought that would make me more responsible with money. Week 1, I was a budgeting superhero, tracking every coffee, every Subway swipe. Week 3, I hadn't opened the app in days. Here's what nobody tells you about traditional budgeting. It feels like a diet. You're constantly restricting yourself, feeling guilty about every purchase, and eventually you just give up because it's exhausting. I needed something different, something that didn't feel like punishment. Problem number 3. No clear destination. Even when I tried to save, I had no real target. Build an emergency fund is advice everyone gives, but what does that actually mean? How much? For what? Where does it go? I'd save $200 one month, then use $150 of it for something that felt important at the time. I was running on a financial treadmill, lots of effort, zero progress. The real problem was that I was trying to save whatever was left over. And here's the brutal truth: there's never anything left over. Money expands to fill the space you give it. The solution? Zero-based budgeting magic. Okay, so Sally told me to download this crazy Amazon KDP tool. First, I was hesitant, but I downloaded it after checking their reviews. I set up and started watching their tutorials, and after 2 days, I was able to write my own book without any prior skills or technical knowledge. This tool helped me all the way. I uploaded 5 books in 1 day, and first 2 weeks it was nothing, and then the money started rolling in. I was surprised and thanked Sally. I made $350 after 2 weeks, and not to mention the royalties around the world. So the seed I put in 2 weeks back started giving me results. So I spent more than 2 hours daily on this tool. If you need this tool, comment tool, and I will send you the link for free. Then I also discovered zero-based budgeting, and everything changed. Here's how it works. Every single dollar you earn gets a job before the month begins. You literally budget down to zero. Your paycheck is $3,000. Great. You're assigning every single dollar $200 to rent, $400 to groceries, $150 to utilities, $300 to debt, and yes, $500 straight to your emergency fund first. This is the magic. Your emergency fund isn't what's left over. It's a non-negotiable expense, just like rent. I started with just $100 per paycheck. It felt impossible at first, but here's what happened. When every dollar has a purpose, you suddenly become very conscious about where money goes. That $45 monthly subscription I forgot about? Gone. Those just because purchases at Target. I started asking, which category is this coming from? Within 6 months, I had $2,400 saved. 1 year later, I hit my goal. 6 months of expenses sitting in a high-yield savings account. The best part? When my company did end up having layoffs 8 months later, I wasn't panicking. I was prepared. Take action now. Look, I'm not going to tell you Amazon KDP or zero-based budgeting is easy. The first month, I spent 3 hours assigning dollars and probably messed it up a dozen times. But here's what I learned. Financial security isn't about making more money. It's about controlling and generating more avenues for the money you already have. That layoff scare was the wake-up call I needed. Today, my emergency fund doesn't just give me money, it gives me peace of mind. And that's priceless. If you're living paycheck to paycheck right now, I want you to know you can change this. Start with just one paycheck. Give every dollar a job. Your future self will thank you. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe, because next week I'm sharing something controversial. Why I completely ditched my credit cards after a financial planner gave me a warning that changed everything. New videos drop every day at 8 a.m. EST. You won't want to miss it. Until then, take control of your money, and I'll see you in the next one.